Welcome. We are here. This is GameSpot. I'm Curtin Davina. I'm joined with Lucy James.
Hello.
And Tamara Hussein. And this is the pre-show for SGF, Summer Game Fest. The time in which we all come together in the summer, in the heat of LA, in the humid days and the fogginess that we hear, and we come into my grandmother's basement in which we get to talk about games.
A beautiful set.
A beautiful set. A beautiful set in which I get to imagine the relationship with my grandmother in her basement that I never had, filled with all the things I love.
Wonderful.
I thought we were talking about video games, but
Yeah.
apparently we're digging into your childhood trauma.
Yeah, she was an Italian woman. Anyways, we don't have to get into this. I am so happy to be here with you folks. So thank you for being here and welcome. We are here. I want to kick it off by there's a piece of paper, an envelope, and a pen underneath your seats.
Oh,
You know, I saw that, and I
gonna-
thought
yeah.
someone had left it by accident.
And what I would like you to do,
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like you to write down your predictions.
Okay.
Do not show them to each other. And then when you're done, sign your name, put it in the envelope, and then give it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we will reveal.
We're doing this now?
Yes, right now.
Okay.
And then we will reveal in the post-show the answers behind these envelopes, and we'll see who predicted things, or got the future.
Okay.
You know, maybe you put it into the world. Don't think too hard about it.
Well, you said that, and now I'm stuck. Okay.
It's fine. I mean, I can only predict that we're gonna have a Jackie Chan Stunt Master remaster master game for the Master system is what we're planning. So, all right. So as we kick this off, and they're writing down their memoirs.
How many do you want?
Just one. Just one.
Ow.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, just one. I'm not gonna take everyone's time, and we're gonna have you writing away and get this going. So this is what, the fourth SGF?
Second or third?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Not too. I mean, okay. I've done my little letter. Can I put it in the envelope? Or is
Yes,
that-
yes, you may.
Yeah, it's going to be bigger this year. I'm very excited. We went down to the campus this morning to pick up our badges and everything. Took a little look. The campus is much bigger.
Thank you.
Like, it's the area that it is usually in. There's like the first year they had a couple of the buildings, and then it's like they discovered some kind of map stone or something, because then the next got unlocked last year, and then this
And
year.
it leveled up again.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's open again.
SGF really is a base building exercise, and yeah, we've unlocked a bunch of the
Thank you very much.
downtown Los Angeles location. I'm very excited.
I had to pick up 8 collectibles on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very open world experience. I fast traveled back and forth a few times just to get my upgrades up.
And we won't be able to see anything until
Tomorrow.
in
Yep,
which
going
we can-
down,
No.
got appointments.
But also, we will be here tomorrow and Sunday having interviews with developers while some people are down there twiddling their thumbs on controllers and playing with things. And if you hear leaf blower, just know that we're just in a wild place. It's the grandma's basement. What do you want?
Yeah, Grandma is doing stuff back there.
So, Tam,
Yeah.
what do you want to see?
What do I want to see, or do I think I'll see? What
I want to hear what you want to see.
I want to see. There's a bunch of stuff that has kind of leaked. What I want to see, I think, is probably going to be at other conferences, but I'd love it if it was teased here a bit, you know. Something from Xbox, I would love to see like Fable pop up a little bit, but I suspect that'll be later on
That'll be
at the
a Sunday-
Xbox.
a Sunday
That'll be the
jam.
Sunday thing. But for this, I don't know. I want there to be a surprise, you know. I want there to be a big surprise. I know.
And we've already had unintentional surprises.
Yeah,
Surprises ruined.
Jeff went around and was like 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is an 8 out of 10.
What's that on the GameSpot scale?
That is a
Great?
great.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. That's
But
great.
why? But people, you know, the whole like, temper your expectations. Like that's what Keighley's been saying.
But then he rocks up with an Elden
all of a
Ring
sudden,
trailer last
and he
time,
rolls
and it
in,
was like,
yes.
oh hell yeah! So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we
I
get.
mean, Miyazaki's here. Like, people have cornered him in the lobby of a hotel and
There
posted
are
pictures of
pictures.
him.
Oh really?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Leave
Yeah.
that man alone.
I know.
he's just trying to live his life.
Yeah, in our open world quest to go to play days, you can also maybe go on a search as a scavenger hunt through the depths of loins. Is that a that's a
What?
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
That's a Dark Souls thing. Come on, right?
No, you're not
never
going
been to
through
the
the
depth-
depths
the
of
depth-
anyone's loins in Dark Souls games.
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I'm pretty sure I've been up in Vicar Amelia's.
Okay.
That's between you and Vicar Amelia.
That's between you and God.
Yeah.
Ah, well, you know, as it goes. Lucy, what's your shtick?
I
thing you're excited
want Geoff Keighley and the Summer Game Fest team to pander to my interests completely.
So Tales of the Shire.
So Tales of the Shire, Dragon Age.
Which got renamed, like as of
Yesterday.
yes.
Yeah, so it used
did
to.
it?
Dragon Age.
Oh, I think it's Tales of the Shire.
Yeah,
No.
Tales of the Shire got renamed
What did they
to
change
got
that?
renamed
To,
the
It's Hobbiton Farm, I don't know.
yes.
No, Dragon Age, Dreadwolf has now been renamed to Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Okay.
And the GM of BioWare was kind of posting, you'll be seeing more of the game very, very soon.
Yay.
Like over the next few days, it seems very, very soon. Want to talk obviously about the companions. The reasoning that they've given for renaming the game is because Dreadwolf obviously insinuates Solus is going to be the main guy, and obviously
Okay.
that little egg.
Bald little freak.
I love it.
That's what it should have been called.
Yeah, Dragon Age, bald little freak.
Yes. Yeah.
But obviously, a big thing in BioWare games are companions, and there's a bunch of them, and so it kind of feels like it would be like saying Mass Effect 3, Garrus's Vacation.
And
you know?
to
I would play that too.
play that.
I was about to say, like, stop selling on good ideas and bring out Dark Souls' expansion of the depths into
Depths
the
into the
loins.
line.
Depths of the Loins.
I want to know how you feel in a post-Baldur's Gate 3 world when it comes to companions and what that game accomplished and what you hope this new Dragon Age, a game known for its companions. Because I always feel like I hear those two games basically like mentioned along each other. Like people like I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 freaks are just like Dragon.
Would probably enjoy Dragon
Yeah.
Age Origins
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you haven't played it
Yes.
already.
The Venn diagram is overlapping.
Yeah, the Venn diagram is.
Basically.
No, I really just hope. The thing is that it's been so long since Dragon Age Inquisition, so they already have to sort of reintroduce some characters, including Solus, and then they basically left the end of that Trespasser DLC on a big cliffhanger. So what I want is a really nice mix of old companions who can tell the ongoing story, and then new companions who to fall in love with all over again. I'm very excited.
Can anyone turn into a bear?
Not that I can think of right now.
I think that's been done. I'm more interested to see, because if you go back
I want to see a
to
bear turn into a companion.
Yes.
Reverse
Into a
it.
human?
Yeah, into a
Into a
human.
human.
Yeah.
But it still speaks like a bear. Uh-oh.
I think the thing for me, and I think the thing that Baldur's Gate did so well, and in BioWare games do so well, is like making these companions feel like actual, like fully fleshed out characters. I want to see more of that. I really want, obviously there's going to be, there bloody better be romances.
I mean, that's I mean.
You can't, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
They wouldn't.
And
not.
if there's anything in a post, the romances have existed for a while. But
Oh,
if
I
there's
mean, yeah,
anything
in
a
Dragon
post
Age, yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 world.
Yeah.
Where I feel like,
I don't think they're going to go as hardcore with it,
boo, I don't care.
but I think it'll be.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that's been circling around, or like the whispers, and I think this is just the hopes and dreams of all of us, especially survival horror freaks, is the mention of Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. The Resident Evil is going to be at Summer Game Fest. Rumor that has been floating about. The rumor itself doesn't seem very strong itself, like the stuff that's going around there, because I've seen photoshopped and AI'd logos and stuff like that.
It's going to be open world.
Yeah, based on that alone, I'm not convinced. However, separate from that, I think timing-wise, it does feel like a good point for Capcom to come out and say they have a new Resident Evil, and maybe even, it doesn't have to be a big thing where they show a bunch of it off, even if it's just like a quick tease, here is Chris Redfield or whatever it may be back again. Whether it's a brand new entry in the franchise or another remake remains to be seen. I feel like they've been really hitting their stride with the remakes. What was the last one? Was it
4?
4 remakes. So
Four
technically, if they're doing remake and then new entry, the likelihood is more
Village.
for a new game in the.
I mean, Village set it up for like, here's
Yeah.
your new character. Like, here's your next character.
Yeah, and also they kind of experimented with that open design a bit, because there was the hub and spoke
Yep.
system with that one area you kept coming back to speak to the Duke and do the various puzzle stuff.
Yeah.
And so there is scope for it to be bigger, which could be interesting. I think I read somewhere that they were doing a The Thing style approach to it, where it's
What
like,
do you mean? Like,
as in like it's in a
Body-
cold territory.
oh, I was like, gross
that was
body.
Village. Village was cold.
No, as in like,
They
But I would also
stopped.
like,
yeah, that kind of like vibe. I don't. They've done that multiple times. But I would love to see a new Resident Evil. Capcom are knocking about. We expect them to show the stuff that is like additions to the current existing known stuff, like Monster Hunter. I bet you is going to be there. but a Resident Evil would be a nice surprise that I would welcome.
You don't have to like hold my leg.
Yeah.
You don't have it. Just you show Resident Evil and be like, okay, cool, thank you.
We're in.
Like we're in. Like
We will see you in 1 year.
I will. Yeah, I'll be there. Dune Awakening. That's a
Oh,
thing. That's a
yes.
thing. I mean, Dune's.
I'm June pilled.
Dune pilled. We're gonna
June.
get duned. You're
June.
June. Juned.
Yeah.
Juned Awakening.
So if I say June Awakening, I'm not saying we're awakening in the month of June. I say,
And we're here in
We're
June.
here.
I can't wait for the David Lynch Dune Awakening game.
That
they
would be
must
quite
do
something.
references to it.
Yeah, I mean, if they can at least just like sneak Colin McLaughlin in there.
I don't think
check
you
now.
sneak Kyle MacLachlan into anything. He's front and center.
Yeah, well, not the new Dunes.
Yeah.
No.
Only if. But like, that's
Yeah.
the thing you mentioned. That's the thing you talked to me about.
That's the thing, because it's an MMO survival game. Neither genre I really dig
Yeah,
into.
I never pinned you as either
No.
one of those things.
However, I've seen a behind closed doors presentation of this game at PAX fairly recently, a couple months ago, and just like the way that they seem to have, and obviously haven't had my hands on it yet or done anything, but like even just the opening kind of gameplay stuff that I was watching, I was like, oh, they get it, and I have become very Dune pilled. Reading the book.
Is this a thing? Is this like a thing that your doctor prescribed?
Pills
Yeah.
for Dune?
Dune pills?
Yeah. You can get those on request.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to the Imodium.
Imodium?
Imodium? You've tried to say that word 4 times.
Yeah, and you
I
can't say
can't.
the word
It saved my life today.
Yeah.
For
But,
everyone who wants to know.
That game, it feels like a game that could have a lot of potential because it's.
If it has a really nice loop, because there's a part
Yeah.
of it which is the survival, building yourself up. Like, you basically get dumped onto Arrakis and you have to find a still suit, you have to get water, you have to start building things. Then you can start building your base and whatever. And then there's this whole PvP section that gets wiped like every week and stuff. And then
Interesting.
obviously we're gonna have
Yeah.
big old
And
worms
these
in there.
are the Conan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the interesting thing.
So they're gonna have like the visible junk.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know about that.
Do you think the Herbert estate would be like,
Yeah.
sorry, the junk is
Yeah.
not accurate
There
to
can
Ian's
only
book?
be
I mean, they're, like,
one
peeing in those
sandworm,
suits.
and it's
Shai-Hulud.
defined Shai-Hulud.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's really interesting because like they have been making a bunch of games like they're making MMOs and survival-ish type games. It feels like Dune is the culmination of a bunch of ideas that they tested in other games. Because when we saw the presentation, I was like, oh, this is pieces of previous games that they made put together now, refined and with the Dune wrapper around it, or like they're in the Dune universe. So potentially it could be a really, really strong kind of outing for that studio as well if they manage to make all those ideas gel properly. Because there's like a base building part of it, like you said, there's an action part of it. There's parts of it.
Oh, there's infiltrations, there's like dungeons. as
Dungeons,
well?
there's like a whole over kind of a layered version of the political side of Dune on top of that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that part,
Yeah.
but like the Imperium stuff is in there too.
Yeah, and there's also like a different varieties of sandworms. So you get like a small sandworm,
Little freak sandworm.
and then you get a big sandworm.
Going to his loins.
Yeah.
The thing for me is that I'm not a kind of person, I used to be with Overwatch, kind of RIP with my Overwatch playing career, but I don't really have the time to completely devote and like be on the hook for like I can't get into Destiny because like I haven't gotten the time to like log in and do raids or whatever. And so an online game that I can take at my own pace that has a really nice onboarding ramp that I can dip into with friends as needed, but I don't, unless I'm involved in the PvP stuff, I don't have to schedule time in my calendar to play would be perfect.
I was a big World of Warcraft person.
Same.
I know this.
I know, and it was like, but like my MMO life started and ended with WoW, and like by the time I hit level 80 and like got past like Wrath of Lich King and Cataclysm and all that jazz, it was like the urge and want to be like, I want to go back. I miss this place. I miss my Tauren Druid. Anyways, I'm just getting too emotional thinking about
Well,
it.
that's the thing, because we talked about this because I would have been a WoW person. I wanted to be a WoW person, but I had 12 hours of internet a month. A month for £5.
That's like a
and then you're
single
gonna pay
session.
$15 on top of that.
So like, and it was so slow that I couldn't even like send music. Like it took me 2 hours to download one song. So that if anything, Clara.net, the IP provider, saved me from myself.
And this could be that. I mean, who knows? If this is done in such a way, if this Dune Awakening is done, we don't have to talk about this much more. But if it's done in such a way where it's like very approachable and like they're doing a system in which like stuff is wiped, so it's like a constant sort of like cycle of things that might make it a little bit more approachable. Who knows?
Yeah.
But Tam, trick
Yeah.
time.
A trick?
Trick time.
Uh,
Whoa, you know what that means? That means it's pop quiz. This is when all the music, like,
I was
imagine,
worried 'cause
imagine in your head.
You got cards. I was like, why have you got cards?
Oh, most of these
all
are
empty.
most of
Most
these
of them
are
are
blank. Because, anyways, all right. This is the moment. When was the very first SGF?
Beep.
Just
It was
say-
2022.
2022?
Yeah.
Your answer?
that is correct.
You're both wrong.
What?
2020.
No, it
Oh
isn't.
no, in person though.
Well, I didn't ask when it was in person.
Okay, technicalities.
Okay, all right.
Was it 2020?
Yeah, yeah. Because
I don't know. Somebody else
And
could-
then E3 was back.
Somebody can fact check me.
And then yeah.
Next question.
Got an E3 GameSpot
Here we go.
jumper from 2020.
No, that was our 20th anniversary.
Unreal Engine
damn.
5 had its first reveal at the 2020 Summer Game Fest. Can you tell me what a Quixel Mega Scan is?
No.
No.
Give me,
Wait,
come on.
Quixel Mega Scan. Is it like?
Is that to do with photogrammetry?
Does it?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm making.
You can scan a real item, and it will, in high resolution, convert it into an asset within Unreal Engine.
Okay, cool. I believe you.
So photogrammetry.
yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I'll look that up. All right, last question. What will be the second trailer of this show?
Second trailer.
Okay, first trailer will be like something new, big.
Second trailer might be something like Zenless Zone Zero or Genshin.
Cool.
Tales of Shire.
Okay, you're like really meditating on that.
I was thinking about it. What would I put second? Tales of Shire.
Well, congratulations. You made it through the pop quiz.
Hell yeah.
Stu, Kimball, come over here and present them with their prize.
What do we get?
God.
Yeah.
Yes, WWF Attitude for the Nintendo 64.
That's Spencer's.
This belongs to Spencer. This
belongs to my manager.
Spencer Gilbert. Anyways, you.
There it is, everyone.
There it is.
Hooray!
There you have it.
Yes.
This is what we won.
Thank you for the
We have a Nintendo 64 somewhere
Yeah, it's
around
right
here.
there.
The TV
Right up
is
there.
hooked up, ready to roll. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll play some while the Summer Game Fest is happening.
Thank you so much for the beautiful entry from Stu. Who,
Thank you, Stu.
That was like
He was ready.
the beautiful person who poses with the dresser that you win on.
Yeah.
Now Vanna White.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
he's doing
it's
this
like
a
it's like
lot.
you can either get a car or you can get this table, but none of the stuff's
stuff on it.
with it.
Do we have to pay him now?
Did you sign a release form?
I'll get it covered. Well,
I think we have to pay him now.
there's some pretzels. Anyways, thank you for participating in that. We have 10 more minutes till we get into it. So, it's always a little difficult. I have no idea what. I never know.
What's
I
coming
can't
out?
gonna be
see, I
there?
can't see into the future.
Yeah.
There are some dominoes being set up for some coffee brewing,
I was about to say, hang on, we've got to get it to Alan Wake.
some beans roasted
Oh
There we
yeah.
that have been that they've been very, I don't know, not,
Overt with.
not they've been hinting it.
Yeah.
They changed the
I
name of their
would say
company
they've done more than hint.
to is it Poison Pill Entertainment?
Yep.
Pop those in my mouth. Let's go. For whatever it is they're gonna show.
Don't ever want to hear that again.
So that's a thing that we could see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? Do you think this is the opportunity for them to? Because obviously Alan Wake has some references to other Remedyverse stuff. Do you think this is where they go hard with that?
If considering it's called Night Springs, my dream is that you play as Rod Serling, who is like going through different episodes of the Twilight Zone. I know it's Night Springs. Okay, so fake Rod Serling,
Yeah.
is going to be going
Yeah.
through the episodes, through those episodes, and like going through doors and eyeballs and space
What if
and
it's
time.
Casper Darling doing it?
I mean,
That would be incredible.
equally incredible.
If he came back and did that.
If it would just be if it's a 3-hour musical, I'll take it.
I mean, like
I don't
that-
like musicals except apparently
Except
when
for
they're in a
Weezer.
Remedy
section.
game.
Yeah, if they're in a Remedy game, everything's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that they mix up the gameplay part of it. Like I really like the survival horror element of Alan Wake 2, but it is a good opportunity to kind of for them to experiment with other gameplay formats,
Yeah.
which like more puzzle focused or stuff like that. A lot of it was
More math equations.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to bring it back to Resident Evil, I mean, hey, I'm down with that. To bring it back to like Resident Evil, but the DLC for Resident Evil 7 was like that. Like
Yes.
each,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was really interesting the way that they took the framing of the Baker family and everyone involved in it, and just made some really, really interesting takes on it. And
So we're going to see Alan Wake's mum.
Yes. Making a lamp.
escaping from saw traps,
Yeah.
escaping from a bed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of really cool things that Remedy can do with DLC.
Yeah.
They have so much to pick from with the lore and the backdrop of the whole, of everything involved in Alan Wake.
Yeah.
And so,
God, I just want there to be a moment where it's like, this is the director, and you're like, control yourself.
and Jesse.
Yes, yes. And Jesse fade in, suddenly fade out.
Yeah. Oh.
Firing on all cylinders. But otherwise, that's really the only thing I can grasp. We
know
I mean, we know about
Slitterhead.
Slitterhead, which I can't.
Slitter.
I've been saying Slitherhead. This
Well, because
entire
that's
time.
I mean, that's a normal word, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I'm going to be on an Instagram story for GameSpot being like, I can't wait for Slitherhead because I'm a slithery head guy.
Whoever recorded that, the fact that if they didn't take the moment to correct you, they did their own.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at somebody.
slowly idling
Yeah,
away.
I'm about to make.
Tom Caswell decided to be like,
I'm gonna make this man look like a fool
I'm
on
gonna
the
make my
internet.
coworker look like an idiot. Well, good thing for Tom.
You just
He's
do the
not
classic.
wrong.
You just do the classic like thing where it's like asterisk Slitterhead.
Yeah.
And that
And every
covers
time
that's all
everything.
forgiven.
It covers
well,
all mistakes.
okay. Well, I was all about being like, I'm a slithery head man. Look at you don't know where I'm going. I'm like a snake.
You are just moving that neck
Yeah,
around
gooby gibby gabby
with
bit.
reckless abandon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now I know it's Slitterhead.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Exactly.
It's a good
Makes it
question.
even more compelling.
I don't know, but I mean, in terms of like survival horror stuff, you know, there's all the stuff about Silent Hill 2 remake and
Yeah,
getting this
yeah,
glance at Slitterhead. It's an uncomfortable name to say.
Slitter.
Yeah.
Slitterhead.
I mean, like, there's nothing else that is like it.
No.
Name-wise, it's distinct. You'd rather have that than, you know, a similar knockoff of Silent Hill.
you know what's messed up? I Googled. I double-checked after I did the video with Tom.
I was going to say, did Google do the thing? Like,
Slitherhead.
did you mean?
No, and I typed in Slitherhead, and it brought me to the official trailer.
Well, probably because it got
That's good
good
SEO.
SEO.
And you know what's even
That is
better? You know what's even
great
better?
SEO.
It took me to the GameSpot trailer, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I got it right. Unless
fantastic.
now I need to check that and make sure it's not typoed. It's not
Who
actually.
posted this, Curry? Okay,
I
great.
probably did, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there is a horror movie called Slither, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
so-
James Gunn?
Yep.
Yeah, James Gunn. Yeah, maybe it feels like they're going for that kind of like, you know.
This looks like Japanese, like Shinagawa style, like suburbia looking,
Yeah.
horror. Like a lot of it was like during the day and no gameplay.
Yeah.
So if anything, I don't know. It's a new thing. I'm always excited for the prospect of new IPs and new stuff. And of course, it's like by the Silent Hill, you know.
Crew, yeah.
Yep. So they're
Yeah.
gonna
I'm
have
excited.
a new Silent Hill game, maybe come out. Who knows? Same
Imagine if they came out.
same
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Silent Hill 2 remake, October 8th, 6th, something or another.
That would be brutal.
That would be.
I think Capcom are there, obviously, and Capcom has Monster Hunter in the barrel. They've got Street Fighter's ongoing. Street Fighter has been doing well. I think probably a new character showcase there, which I know isn't the most exciting thing for a lot of people, but for also a lot of people,
It's
that's
very exciting.
very, very exciting, especially me. Like I am excited to see what else they got going. That game has been doing really well and it plays really well. So there's a lot of excitement around that. I would love to see if they have any other fighting stuff cooking. Probably not, but
Right now.
I imagine they're focusing their efforts on Street Fighter, but you never know. Surprise.
Capcom has been
Yeah.
I mean, Capcom. I mean,
on fire in a
it's-
good way.
Yeah, it's just like every single time Capcom does something recently, it's been like nonstop for several years.
Yeah,
like maybe
exactly.
the only like hiccup for me was Resident Evil 3 remake, but even that was like I still think that game is good.
Yeah.
And I still think it's like an earnest remake that's just kind of sandwiched between. It's just, I felt that way about the original game.
You know what? Now that I think about it, potentially, last Geoff Keighley event was when Sega came out and announced their like revival efforts, right? For like
Oh, the,
Crazy Taxi,
yeah.
Golden Axe,
Oh, yeah.
that kind of stuff. So I wonder if we get a little bit more of that. Obviously, Sega's also publishing Atlas games, and that includes Metaphor ReFantazio. So that could show up. There's been rumors that leak of the Persona logo. Maybe that's a kind of like and one more thing.
I was going to say, if
moment.
I get Metaphor and Persona 6 news in the same
yes.
show,
Incredible.
I will
Kiss Geoff Keighley on the lips if that happens.
just storm the stage and kiss him on the lips. Who do you think is going to be the celebrity on stage?
That was my last question. That was going to be the last one.
I mean, last year
Al
was-
Pacino.
He's done Al Pacino, isn't he?
I think it was like he's dead.
No, Al Pacino, Michael Madsen, done Nick Cage.
For that game, I will give you
Keanu.
$5 if you can tell me the name of the game that they came on for.
Who?
Michael Madsen.
I know.
Not you. I know you know. You've got a photographic memory that remembers everything.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There's a game that
There was it
Al
TGA's.
Pacino. Was it Al Pacino? Michael Madsen.
Just Michael Madsen.
Michael Madsen.
And Chuck Norris.
And Chuck Norris came
Oh,
on.
it was Rocket City, the High Rollers or some shit like.
Incorrect.
So what do I?
It's called Rocket City.
That's what I said.
You said Rocket City High Rollers.
Rocket City.
Crime Boss.
Rocket City.
Rocket City.
Crime Boss.
And it had
Rocket
like
City.
Vanilla Ice and the president and.
Exactly. It was everyone was here. It was the Smash Brothers.
was
of,
Everyone is here.
of shooters. Yeah. But I do want to see what they have for like Crazy Taxi, if that's coming back in that way.
What celebrity's going to be in Crazy Taxi?
Yeah. Who's going to be driving that Crazy Taxi?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. Yeah. Taxi. There you
Yeah,
go.
like I'm trying to think like what celebrity. I mean, Blumhouse is doing like a push into games as
Jordan
well. Yeah. I mean, well, do we think Kojima's going to be here?
I think so.
I mean, so he can announce, I'm making a game that's like a movie.
I mean,
no,
Death
I mean like Death
Stranding
Stranding's
2
been
is
MIA
next
for a while.
year.
Yeah. So.
Death Stranding 2, well, Death Stranding 2
Next year.
was
Was
when we got that 9-minute trailer. Was,
Yeah. He could show up and then just air his entire interview.
I think that was a state of
With
play,
George
but that
Miller.
with George Miller, and it's
Yeah.
like, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And then
George
leave.
Miller is like, I want him to make
I want Kojima to make a new
make a
Mad
game
Max
about me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just about to wrap up. Don't forget, join us for the post show because I will reveal the things that they wrote in their envelopes and see what they got right.
I'm very confident.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
all right, here you
less
better be.
so now.
So, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kurt, Lucy, Tam. It's Summer Game Fest time. See you soon.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours. But let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year. 2 of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great. And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals, and first-time creators that we invited to be part of this show because we think this platform is important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wishlist it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community. And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games? All right, it all begins right now. Here's our first announcement.
Next.
Hey, look, this is a hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay. Rage! Empathy. Oh, hilarity! This guy! Strength! Hey, what game is this anyway?
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Right in the eye. And cut fire attack.
A lonely hero, hunting machines all by herself.
Hello, I have friends, you know.
Let's do this!
Right. A friendly hero, hunting with her pals.
Ow, hey, whose side are you on?
Exploring,
Wow, what is this place?
collecting all the shiny things,
Woo, buddy!
and making a home.
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw. Ooh, that's a big one. Here we go. Down you go. Woo, better get a snack.
Ooh, you want mustard on that?
Ah, is that the bud? I'm good. Leave it. PlayStation.
There you go. Wasn't that fun? That was LEGO Horizon Adventures, coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful, lighthearted story inspired by the world of Horizon, designed with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look. coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense. All right, to introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals like Street Fighter VI a few years ago, and of course, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year, she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and wizards, we all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes. When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star? To beat your toughest opponents? To keep your composure in the face of adversity? To chase your dreams at any price? To seek glory for your team? No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuffbust. That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next, one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open-world Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you'll get to see a full gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right now, we've got an exclusive new glimpse at the game, just a small taste of what's to come.
A friend needs a little something stolen.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Hold tight!
We should get moving.
I think I spotted Lando there. So great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we've shown you so far, I think is going to be, coming out, this year, Cuffbust. I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay. Trust me, that game is such a true work of art, especially when we get into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play. And there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we've got lots more for you. All right, next, it's time for our next game announcement.
Study the past if you would define the future.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle. But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Your names shall not be lost.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Hello everyone at Summer Game Fest. On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that Civilization 7 is coming day and date to PC and consoles next year. I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment, but we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization 7. In the meantime, stay civilized.
Perhaps humans were fated to build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress, but chaos. Every new height brings a terrible fall. And yet hope still glimmers. Even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies, we die to live again. The smallest creatures show the greatest resilience. Wherever we remain standing, we stand together.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before?
Only these past 2 days.
Then there is much to learn.
The numbers are endless. I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight! Hiroshima!
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hoshino and Shigenori Shojima.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね。その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
It is said that we all have inherited heroic virtues deep within us. The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them. On guard! You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
How's this? Scour! No holding back!
Now you've acquired a most interesting power. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad. The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
Test of power. I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle begins.
This is true power!
You'll do it to a million pieces, just like I did that earlier.
You talking about thrilling? Don't you dare!
I'm not going to hell alone. You were on the ride. Are you ready?
Do it! Well, the way you slice it, there's only one way to save Earth. Goodbye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait!
What?
Never forgive you for this! Now you will suffer my wrath.
You are a prison boy. I will show you the true form of autonomous ultimate.
It's my turn now.
Change everything. Let's do this thing. This is nothing.
I don't think you can win. There is no way.
There you go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Team, rally up. We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation at Zero Dam is now very serious, with conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Alsara Guard. It's time to take action. Objective: collect and decode the Mandel Brick located at the tourist center at the southeast region. We need to utilize terrain for stealth insertion. Execute swiftly and silently.
We're in position.
Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Rita, clean the balcony. On your mark. Now can you clear it?
Go, go, go! Clear the area! Shield down. I'm going in. Shit! They've got a flamethrower! Engaging! Second floor! Ah! I got shot! They're coming up!
All clear. Prepare for decoding. That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
Why are they burning tires? RPG! Hold on!
All units prepared for landing. 2 feet, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Air strike! Enemy vehicles coming! Vehicle under attack!
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. For real this time.
else can make that for ya.
You're next.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep, and I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy?
I'll save you, no matter what.
Just go home, Viv.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer? Should have some developer mode.
Dark times await us.
Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games. Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Geoff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore, and our independent development partners, they feel the same, and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners. And that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks, we can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there, and I know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games. So, you want to tell us about those?
Yeah. So, Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission statement. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase. So, stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling on. Jason, Luis, thanks so much for being here on Summer Games.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And now, here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel. What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is a brand new look.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
These 2 young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Gentlemen, praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
To the task!
Come on!
To the task!
To the fucking task.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance. There's a reason why I'm called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Really. Good. I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency. An international organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency! Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die...
They made me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
Glad you liked that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles, Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay. You can see more later today during Day of the Devs, but now let's have a look.
I'm not meant to be here.
I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That was Wanderstop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road. Cannot wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the Fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown 9. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the 9. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved.
Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be. The Fold is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Sashin.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
I finally have something. Something that I want to protect.
Now steel your heart. Adventure starts. Delusion taken form walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight a legend. On guard! To your greatest
final chapter.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The first Descendant, powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
That looks awesome. The first Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game, Among Us, took the world by storm and a couple of game awards. From InnerSloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
What's up, gamers?
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake?
Oh,
do you think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, InnerSloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among E days.
This is our way of saying thank you to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. InnerSloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund because of you. And don't worry, Geoff, it has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We are Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio Any%, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, or boss rush game, with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscrofts, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of InnerSloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek. Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations. A definitive greatest hit collection of 3D and 2D levels from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
Overcome every obstacle with this power.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December, too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game, Dune Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened. One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. I created the future, until it created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
More Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom O&L in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio. To tell us more about Battle Aces and show you the gameplay, here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
Thanks, Jeff. So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games. So Battle Aces is an action-packed army versus army game that has a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways. First, we want to amplify both the in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second, we want to eliminate the tedious clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible so that players playing this game are experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS game. So, if you want to learn more about Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon, then please make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was fantastic. All right. Our next premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the Finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates and 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the Finals.
If they hit that reset button, it can take us anywhere.
The Finals in Kyoto. All right, please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
I think that's enough. Thank you. Hi. You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing. Well, we are excited to announce physical deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow. Next, we promised you some expansion content for Alan Wake 2, right? I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs. It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios. It was a chance for us to really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow. Thank you. Now, with this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us in Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan.
You're the only one who can save me.
And I will come back for you, my love.
And cut. Sean, I'm really happy.
This is gonna get strange.
I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature.
Something was different.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
Through the endless tides of time, they've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself. A cruel and beautiful paradise, where primal forces clash over the island's deepest secrets, where ancient mysteries awaken, where heroes are forged and demons are born. This is Aeternum.
That's right, New World Aeternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th, and now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
Why do people choose to sleep? It's because they're afraid to wake up from the dream. You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come. Because in the end, we will wake from our dreams.
War dance? I can't miss out, I'm joining too!
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure, Dark and Darker, is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a naughty little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a happy little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a gutsy, fasty puppy, and you know that it ain't easy, don't you know? Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know? Well, you's a fluffy little kitty, don't you know? Well, you's a crazy party animal, don't you know? Well, all the crazy party animals, and you know the party's this way, so let's go.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at MCorp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at MCorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah! Come on, faster.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at MCorp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Just...
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
Hey, Geoff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Palworld. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Palworld on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team. Guys.
Thanks, Geoff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look.
Target down.
All you, Mike! Dizzy's up! This way! Cage trigger. You know we in it, so we know this how we stay committed.
That was Valorant's core tactical gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us. For the last 4 years, we have been on the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community celebrations. Seeing the community evolve as new players bring their passion and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so excited to welcome a whole new group of players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
I take no offense. Wanna know what's next? I can't lie, that kinda depends. And if you say it one more time for me, I know you love me best. I love you too. Why don't we play it again? 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 Got it! Demon 1 shuts it down! She's sorry, I can't choose Why don't we play it? Why don't we play it? Play it. Why don't we play
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery fees and get 50% off your next DoorDash order. Now, here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Lance Slashblade? But he's a video game character. Why is he here?
Yeah, I always thought Riley had a secret crush on him.
I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past.
I'm in 100%.
We were all banished here, deemed unfit, worthless.
Don't you dare say that! You do not deserve to be thrown away!
1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move?
I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? Watch this! Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming, work, and entertainment. Scan the QR code now to get up to $300 Samsung credit when you purchase through June 17th, plus a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit for US residents.
Summer Game Fest 2024! Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes, Chicken does look a lot like Ken Jeong. And today, Chicken is excited to share a new game that Chicken and Chicken's buddies are in called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things, and Chicken has a big role. That's all that matters. And here is our big ad. Squad up. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at your phone. I'm the Chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fun. I drink right out of the carton.
Well, I don't think you know the definition of fun.
Come on, get up. I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
All right.
Tell me about yourself.
I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because...
And your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
Great emotionally.
Also, I pillaged a few villages. I'm not a lawyer,
You want him
okay?
to.
I'm just a
I
lumberjack.
don't think you're qualified to be an accountant, so. Which is why you'll have the job.
Congratulations.
What's the parking like?
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not.
Guys, maybe everything isn't a squad activity.
You could definitely.
We're
all friends here.
Yeah, just relax your bowels, your mind.
I'm bringing out a different story. This time I'm mistaken. For handing you a hardware breaking.
I've been wrong.
I've been down. Hey, look at these clowns.
You call this a squad?
Pathetic.
Pasta. Jinx. 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 No, you Jinx. You supposed to be a lumberjack? Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you?
I'd be delighted.
I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. We ain't never leaving you. Goodbye.
Here. That came from inside me.
Do you want me to shut the door, or?
What?
All right, please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto. Ryozo-san!
はい、サンキュージェーン。今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの、最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、はですね、後半にですね、完全新規で、今回初お披露目の大型のモンスターも出てきてますので、そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Geoff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Game Fest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。また今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first public hands-on playable demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
Over there!
Why are you here?
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off! Follow me! Jump! Here it comes!
There's too many of them!
Watch out for that glove! I will draw its iron! Cover me!
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready! If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them! As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You will see what hunting is all about.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
The Faceless is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Geoff. I had such an amazing time. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned, because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream, featuring an hour of indie game reveals, including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now, keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend, and we'll see you again live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
Back after what? How long was that? 2 hours?
2 hours.
Oh. 2 hours of I stopped counting after 50.
Oh no
40.
no! I have the tally. It's 1, 2, 3 actually. So
holy
57 I think all in.
57 games.
Around there with I didn't get all the names of the Blumhouse games, but there was
like
at
a
least
sizzle.
4 of them.
Yeah.
And I think there was one I didn't get the name of. So yeah.
Project C. Brandon Cronenberg, Sam Barlow. Before I even saw those names revealed, I was like, I'm unabashed. That was like core to the nth degree. Can't wait. But that is only like the smallest little sliver of a million kajillion things we saw. It's the smallest slitherhead, the smallest little slitter of what we were able to see. And before we get started, however, for those of you who are just joining us for the post-show of Summer Game Fest, before we, in our pre-show, I asked Tam and Lucy to write down one big prediction, and we're gonna reveal what those are right now.
Who's going first?
We'll find out.
Did you lick the envelopes and like properly?
No. You.
I
did. Tam did.
Oh, you did.
So this is Tam's. What is this? More Skyrim? Tam. Really?
I like these.
Listen, there was one game that looked kind of like Skyrim.
Skyrim-esque.
The Dungeon, Darkness in Dungeons, or whatever.
Darker and darker? Dark and darker?
Dark and darker.
I can't believe this. This was the time when you were like, no more Skyrim. How did this happen?
Things change in the world.
Unbelievable.
COVID was difficult, and now things have changed.
You threw mine away. I
I
didn't wire it in.
Here, and then we have.
In mine. I mean, I biffed it. I'll go on record.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Just the smallest little
Resident Evil.
XXO. No, I'm being a jerk, and I do have the real Tam.
Let's go.
Here.
Oh.
Which I had when Tam signed, I was like, oh crap.
I didn't realize we were doing a bit.
This.
Is this the kind of thing that you would type?
Wow, come on.
I know, that could be worth something. This is a poem. Keighley wears dunks, and theme will be video game show.
I'm right. I won.
So happy.
I predicted accurately.
Tam, do your trick. All right.
I really didn't expect that much Nickelback in today's show.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
so some MAE3 in there.
The Cloud Atlas music.
The amount of trailer music that's, from other trailers that's been used.
Yeah.
The MA3, there was the Cloud Atlas.
The Cloud Atlas theme. Well, it was used in the trailer.
But we're, there was, let's go off from the top. So I asked a couple things. I said, what would be the second trailer that you saw? The answer, what did you say it was?
I said Tales of Shire, but
we didn't even see Tales of Shire.
Didn't even see
Doesn't
it.
exist.
Yeah. Instead, we got
I said Honkai Star Rail, but instead
No More Room in Hell 2.
2.
The 8-player co-op.
Who could have known?
Roguelike.
Who
could have known there was a No More Room in Hell 1?
You won something before for that answer, and I don't know. I feel like I got to reconsider. There it is. Don't hold on to that. You have to share that. You have to cut it in half and share it.
Shared custody.
The other thing I wanted to go over before we get into big excitement time is the celebrity. There was not a celebrity on stage.
Tim Robinson. Oh, no, on stage.
On stage,
okay.
yeah.
But Tim Robinson was.
The Blumhouse
Jason
guy.
Blum counts
What are you
technically.
talking
Well, okay, fine. Maybe I'm okay. I'll take.
You take the L on that one.
I'll take the L on that one.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like
There's no Nicholas.
Keanu Reeves.
Not to like. I'm not trying to be like, try to tell put somebody in a box of where they're supposed to belong in a Blumhouse. Is one would say.
Yeah. You wanted a famous actor.
Yeah, you wanted.
I don't know. Maybe like.
I don't.
Jackie Chan.
You think Jackie Chan? I mean, Tim Robinson was in that Skate advert. That is,
Yeah.
Supercell advert for that chicken, whatever that was.
Every
we don't need
single
to get
celebrity
into
that exists.
No Resident Evil.
No Resident Evil, though.
Get out of here. Oh, sorry, folks. So, all
that
right.
went far, and it landed on an edge.
The trick shot that no one can see. But seriously, I thought there was just games aside. Keighley came out in the beginning. It was like indies. Indies are dominating the Steam charts. Indies. In fact, the theme of that show for me was, this was made by one person.
Yeah.
The amount of games was like, this was made by one person. We're going to introduce Monster Hunter Wilds made by one person. There's that leap lore. But kick into it. I'm kicking over to you.
Yeah, what do you want?
Anything.
All right.
Pick a game, any game. Any game.
Geoff set expectations with an 8 out of 10. I thought that was a really great showcase, I think, in terms of all-encompassing, you know, the big projects. You got things like Lego Horizon, Monster Hunter.
Number one.
The big ones. And then you've got so many small things. I want to shout out InnerSloth for their brand new indie fund, OuterSloth.
Great name.
Great name.
What a fantastic name for that.
And then, like, the announcements we got from that, like, new games from Outer Loop, the Vember team. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in there. I made a list of every single game.
As did I, and I just stopped.
And I was just like, I'm so into so many of them. I wish I had my laptop up so I could be wishlisting them as they were coming out. I want to talk about Killer Bean.
Oh my God. Okay, we need to talk about Killer Bean.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, because I'm so excited about Killer Bean.
Yeah.
The one note I wanted to mention too, aside from the indie game thing, was I was really happy to see someone host other than just Geoff. Geoff actually had a few people come on and speak.
Yeah. And a lot of people on stage. Like, it was great to see like a lot of devs on stage, and his co-host Joy. And
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Great work.
So setting up Killer Bean.
Hell of a game. Hell of a game. It seemed like every idea that this developer had was put in.
Yes.
Which is great.
Bean. Guns.
Yeah, guns.
Break
There was a
dancing, grenades.
like,
First
giant
person,
bouncing
third
bullets off
person.
bullets.
Yeah. There's a bit that looked like Armored Core.
Yep.
Wild. Just everything in there. And like funny writing. Looked like the writing was actually quite funny. Some jokes in there. So yeah,
I don't
exciting
remember
game.
any dialogue. I don't remember anything other than just like
It was very much like
Somebody-
classic action movies.
Yeah, action movies.
Oh yeah, there was the whole VO. What do I know?
Yeah. That was cool.
We got the Q-tip spear from
Wukong. Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth.
Yeah,
that I'm just looking through my notes. That was a big thing. Just Q-tip spear.
Yeah, there's obviously a bunch of us in this room. It's not just the three of us. And as soon as that came out, everyone was like, "Oh!"
Like, what? Tam.
Yes.
Highlights. Big parts.
I surprisingly, Slitterhead was really, really intriguing for me. What weird game, yeah. I mean, like, I expected something weird, but I expected something weird in the mold of Silent Hill from the team that made Silent Hill at a time when the future of Silent Hill is very uncertain. It feels like for a checkbook writing person, that would be the thing that you kind of greenlight from that crew. The thing they actually have is something very, very different. It's one of my favorite things to see in a trailer where it's like, you don't quite know how any of it works. Mechanically speaking, there's like it looked like for a while you were trying to feed the humans to the monsters.
a human, and then you
but
go
then
and find
there's
monster.
like
And then body horror started happening.
body horror started happening. You could like jump from character to character, like Driver San Francisco, and it looked like there was a weird like horror Tokyo jungle style thing going on, and then there was some like combat with parries and that kind of stuff.
But then you could also like transfer to other people.
Yeah, like
and
a
fight
dog
from
at
the
one
back.
point.
Yes,
So I feel like I came away understanding that game less than I went into it with, which is the mark of something that's at least interesting. And that for me is important because there's a lot of games in this showcase which is a trend these days. A lot of them blend into each other where everything is the same kind of thing. You know, we've had many multiplayer kind of like co-op games, and then the cute indie games, and then the colorful free-to-play mobile games. This is something, Slitterhead is something that stood out and was really distinct and distinguished itself from other things. I'm desperate to see more of that game.
I will continue to call it Slitherhead.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Just because I don't want to make a fool of myself by making more of a fool of myself.
Double down.
Yeah. The one note I was going to say is like on the Silent Hill front, I've said this on our State of Play, but my thing with Silent Hill and like Silent Hill 2 remake is that it's been done so much. Like the Silent Hill thing, that style of psychological horror has just been like been adapted and transformed and inspired so many other things in games and movies and so on and so forth. So like to see the team that like brought that forward instead of like retracking the familiar ground, like the things that we've seen over and over, is like I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm watching, and it's awesome. It was super slithery despite not being called Slitterhead.
Yeah, so that was one of the big highlights, I think, for me. And then like the other one, that was the unknown that I really enjoyed seeing. Then the known that I saw that excited me was Street Fighter. Like, I'm a Bison main, and they announced him, and he looks very, very, very different from the way Bison usually looks and plays, which is cool.
Cave.
Yeah, he looks like he's been on the internet for a really long time. He had a makeover, and now he's back with his psycho power. So that was another big one for me. And then the Blumhouse stuff was cool.
And to your point earlier about like spacing things out, I really appreciate that they showed like Street Fighter, and they're like, you're getting Fatal Fury carries. I was like, okay, sick.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you had like a good solid 5 minutes, and it was like, oh yeah, by the way, here's Fatal Fury on its own.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I really dug it.
That was a good one. That was a big one for me as well.
Alan Wake.
Yes. Unfortunate for all of us who are
Okay.
on the ground floor
Yeah,
at
all right.
SGF. I didn't bring, I've got my PC
You can
with me.
put it on the wide so all of us can look into, where is it, this one? Why? I mean, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for everyone who can play it, but for us here, these three nerds, these three Alan Wake Remedy heads have to sit here and watch from the sidelines. Be so excited. I'm excited for all of you to experience something I'm gonna have to wait.
I'm gonna have to mute Alan Wake on Twitter and everywhere because they're gonna be screenshots and I won't be able to
resist.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It sounds very exciting though. I love the idea. Like everything was there. We got to see.
Well, we even said it was like if Jesse shows up.
faded.
Oh my God.
And everyone's fading because Jesse was
This is me disintegrating into happiness.
Yeah. Looks really cool. I'm excited to see and play that game when we get back. It's a nice little treat for when we get back.
Yeah.
I know. It's true. It's
yeah,
true.
it's good.
But like of those three things, of the 3 episodes, what was the one that?
Oh, the Jesse one. But actually, the one with
Shawn Ashmore
playing Shawn
himself.
Ashmore.
With Sam Lake, I'm assuming being Sam Lake, which is not new to those things, but being the director, like
I got a very Indigo Prophecy like moment there with David Cage, where he's like, "Excuse me."
yes.
Don't even book that. No, I'm very excited. I'm also just like, again, like Tam, having to not look at anything or read anything about it until I can actually play it. Great that a physical edition is finally coming too.
Yes.
And
did they show it?
No.
Okay.
They said they got collectors in a deluxe version coming.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam for remembering his moves and executing them flawlessly.
With
on
a
stage again.
remarkable shirt.
Incredible shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. That was really exciting. Beyond that, I was surprised by the other Capcom game, Kunitsu-Gami.
Yeah.
Which looked.
I didn't expect it to look like that.
Yeah, so they teased it that it wouldn't be what it looks like when they first revealed it. It was very different, looked a bit RTS-y, and they showed more of it off here, and it was like, okay, cool, that was very, very unexpected. I think I'm more interested in it now than I was before, because previously it looked a bit, it's Capcom, so I'm always going to give it a chance. I'm a huge Capcom fan, but it looked a bit kind of generic at times.
It looked like, from the first few trailers, I thought it was just like brawler, like I'm like just like beat 'em up, sort of style game. So when I saw that one, I was like, area of effect like powers, and I couldn't really put together whether or not you were playing as one or multiple characters.
Again, another trailer where it's like it's not entirely clear what's going on here, which is good because it means that you can unpack it, and there's some intricacies there that are worth paying attention to. Yeah.
Runner up.
Oh, for games that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Wanderstop, from the team behind Stanley Parable.
Oh yeah, that trailer took a turn.
That's the thing, I'm anticipating it taking a massive turn.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh yeah, she wants to be in battle, and then she's just gonna run a tea shop, a really innocent tea shop.
Yeah. It's really good to see a game, so like there's like this whole other genre of game, right, where it's just like you do your little sim stuff, and you take care of your little tea shop, and you do your little garden.
Lucy games.
Lucy games. And it's great, and like I'm super excited for those things, but I want a little grit. I want a little shaking things up, and if there's anybody who's going to shake things up in a way that will take me off guard, it's the Stanley Parable devs.
Yeah.
So when I saw the very end, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, I was like, what is going on? It was like giving, I don't know if it's going to take that literal in which it's like you're going to have to like protect your tea shop, or if it's just working on something about PTSD and like trying to escape bad stuff to do good stuff. So
yeah, it looks great. I was very, very into that one. I made a note of it. I'm trying to think what else. There's so much in there, like
Power Rangers.
Oh my God.
The room erupted when Power Rangers came out.
So I'm excited that game is coming out. There was a green carriage in the roller coaster with no Tommy in there, so that's upsetting to me. I'm sure he'll show up eventually.
Wait,
the Green
I'm not.
Tommy is the Green Ranger.
But why wasn't he there?
I mean, like he.
Not familiar.
I imagine they'll bring him in later on, but also, you know, sadly the actor passed away, so it might have something to do with giving him his own kind of moment in the spotlight. But Green Ranger is best Ranger, Dragon Flute, Dragon Zord.
Green Ranger has the best storyline.
Yep, Green Ranger has the best storyline in the English version and the Japanese version.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah, get on your tokusatsu. Let's go.
Yeah, get on it. Tokusatsu.
What? No, I never really watched Power Rangers when I was a kid, so I feel like I'm missing out here. But
yeah, but coming from Digital Eclipse,
yeah,
they have been making fantastic games lately.
Yeah, it's Digital Eclipse is so amazing because they are these like the criterion of games where they like package and make old games like playable, and they have like they package it with history and so much stuff. But then there's the other side where they actually like do make their own games, or at least like use IPs, and like it's kind of cool that they're taking the Shredder's Revenge sort of approach.
Yeah, and it looked like a side-scrolling beat 'em up for a very long time, and then they switched up perspectives. There was a first-person version of it, a mode of it, and the whole conceit seems to be like Rita Repulsa is like messing with the existence.
What is Rita's Rewind?
Yeah, so that's cool.
Back into retro little bits.
Yeah.
I was going to say as well, what was the one? So everyone was like, oh, one of the biggest 2K properties is going to have a new game. Everyone did kind of think it would be Borderlands, and then 2K leaked Civ 7 themselves. Are you guys excited to go back to Civ?
Yeah, I like Civ a lot. I feel like I'm not good enough to stick with it long term. I always feel, or it's like too complicated for me. I'm a dum-dum. Like I need games to be. That's why Civ Rev was my game, where I was like, I played all the Civs up until that point, and it was like a very big time and like mental energy investment. When Rev came along, I was like, oh, I get the same satisfaction, but it's a lot simplified. Nevertheless, I still play every Civ game, so I am excited. There's a new Civ coming out, and the announcement of a new Civ doesn't just mean a new game is coming out. It means like there's going to be so many expansions. It's going to be an ongoing experience for Civ fans. People who are out there, they're like, the reason the Civ fans are now going to be excited is because they know the next year plus is going to have Civ new content for them.
Yeah.
That's cool. I am still annoyed that they didn't call it Sevenization.
But they did do a cool thing with the when the logo appeared. It was the 7, and then it went into the Z.
And Sid Meier's message was so sweet.
It was very
so
sweet.
good.
Yeah.
So great. But I do have to apologize or feel or express sympathy.
Why?
No Dragon Age.
We know it's going to be around at some point.
We
anyway.
know.
Like, I
we
don't
say it
have
about
to,
everything.
I don't have
It'll
to
show
wait
up.
that long. I mean, they did like Outlaws.
It'll change its name again.
Yeah.
Outlaws had its tease, and then there
Yes.
were like more gameplay coming,
Yeah,
stuff forward and stuff. So I was like, that's fine. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Batman.
You know what? Like, I'm a VR guy.
El Rata Elada.
Actually, I made a note. There's like, there's this ridiculous moment in that trailer when like Gordon is like marching around the interrogation room, and and a whiteboard behind him in giant letters is like, "Where is Rat King?" And then he turns around and he kicks the table into the guy, and I was like, what is this chaotic nonsense that's happening here?
Inadmissible in a court of
Environmental
law.
storytelling. It's like that movie with the creatures that are blind but they can hear stuff, and like
Quiet Place.
And like at the very end of the movie, it's like on a giant
Spoilers
board.
for
It's
Quiet
like,
Place.
you gotta shut up. And
It's got big Dead Space cut off limbs.
cut off the limbs thing. But it's such a bummer because I like VR games. I know this is like not the Batman game people wanted. I know. I'm sorry. I know. We're having a rough time on those parts. I know. It's like
This
it's
is the
all,
Batman
it's all
game you
in
need to play. It's called Arkham City.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I get it. And it is, and it's like, I'm a MetaQuest owner, so I will have a means to play. But it is like, it's on the side that it's like, we're getting a new Batman game, it's a VR game, but that it's like, logged to a Quest, and it's just
Here's the thing, right?
exclusivity.
I will always give Batman the benefit of the doubt. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him for as long as I can remember. The one thing I will say about this game that is potentially exciting to me or keeping me interested is it feels like they finally decided to go all in on the investigation aspect of
In VR, that's gonna
of Yeah, of being Batman or the Batman universe. So, and you know, that's a core part of the Batman character that the best Batman games, the Rocksteady games, kind of flirt with. They never do it properly. The closest we got was Origins from the Montreal team, which kind of did it, but didn't do it to the extent that we perhaps hoped. And that's also something that in Batman fiction outside of comic books and maybe like the animated show, even the movies don't do that much up until The Batman.
Yeah.
The Batman.
I was going to say, URL?
URL? Like
Thumb drive?
Yeah. The Batman.
I love The
did it.
Batman, by the way.
Yeah, so
I'm
do
taking
I.
the piss.
Unapologetically, I love that movie.
We saw it with a live symphony orchestra last year for my birthday.
And like that was the part of that movie that it kind of stumbled around the most, where it was like, Batman is clever. The writers of this aren't clever though. They make him look a bit stupid.
He's young.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you know, it's like year zero.
So I am coming into this with the glass half full optimistic perspective that this could be the investigative Batman game that a lot of fans of Batman have been waiting for. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it for now.
I'll borrow your MetaQuest
You
headset.
have one.
It's for 3. I only have
Oh, I
two.
don't have MetaQuest 3.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, so we're all.
I have
You have
All right,
it.
so we're all
I
screwed.
can borrow yours.
Yeah, you can all play with
It's almost like if they put it on PC, I would have a mean, whatever. It's okay.
It's almost if some company released an adapter for a PlayStation VR. No, I'm kidding. No one's.
No, yeah, it's okay. But I mean, you know, if you were, like, what would be the thing if you weren't Batman in a VR game? What character in the Batman universe?
Alfred.
Alfred. What would you do in VR?
Cozy Alfred sim game where he's just
Make tea.
make tea,
Make tea.
bandaging up Bruce Wayne's injuries.
Driving, like, pulling him out of a rubble, putting him in the back of a limo.
But then they would have like actual investigative stuff, because like in the Batman, Alfred does the code cracking and stuff. You could put puzzles in like that, and you're assisting the Batman, but you don't get to play as Batman. Warner Brothers, you're welcome. However, if you make that game.
Yeah, I mean,
you could do like all the best VR games in one, where it's like when you need to support Batman, it's like keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yes.
But and then when you have to do the Alfred stuff, it's like, what's the cleaning game?
Power Wash.
Power Wash Simulator on like the Batmobile.
Yeah,
and then you
Cooking
go
Mama?
upstairs. Yeah,
Yes.
Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
And then you have to do like a
House
little to the
flipper
left to
simulator.
clean everything up.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
It's the ultimate game.
People
It
don't
writes itself.
understand. You don't need to be a superhero in a game, all right?
Yeah.
You can be just the guy. I would do anything.
You didn't ask me who I'd play as.
I would play pouring. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I just want to embrace the fact. I just want to make the message that I want to be more boring game. Not, you know, just. I don't want to be a hero. I want to be a boring guy. I'm too cool in real life. Who would you
I'd play as Joe Chill.
Joe Chill.
And
Just
kill.
kill Martha and be like, I'm out. See you later, everyone. Get my
long
ass
would it-
beat by Batman and then just call it a day.
How long would that game last?
Probably about 30 seconds.
Cool.
Depending how much of a resistance Thomas Wayne puts up.
MetaQuest 3 exclusive.
Exclusive.
Kill John
Kill
Wayne.
them,
Kill John Wayne.
Kill John Wayne.
Kill John Wayne. Kill
Yeah,
Bruce
it's
Wayne's
like the
parents'
opposite,
simulator.
like create the Justice League instead of destroy, kill the Justice League.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There was no VR. I think was that the only VR there?
There was an Asgard's Wrath.
Oh, it was just,
just like an
commercial. 'Cause
advert
that game
for
came out
it.
last year.
Yeah, looking through, there wasn't really that much.
Condiment King. That's who I'd play as. I'd play as Condiment King. Just go around squirting mustard and ketchup on everyone's Splatoon.
Who's the one Superman guy? The something
Mixel Pithlick?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
what's his name?
Mr. Mistel Pithlick or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. I was upset.
Mixel
My
Pithlick.
dyslexia as a child was just like, that's a funny thing.
I spent a long time reading that name to try and get it down, and I still haven't got it 100%.
Yeah, we need to get those little guys out more. I mean, what do we?
Deer and Boy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, well that name, which I thought said Deep Boy.
You did.
Boy.
And I was like, no.
Deer
That
and Boy.
looked really cute, but again, like.
Well, that's the theme of another game with a person with an animal with horns. Right at the beginning.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
the one with the wolf game? Is that Deer and Boy?
Never.
Never.
From
yeah,
the team who made Grease.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that looks like it would. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear what the music and stuff sounds
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
You had some good personal picks.
I am a tastemaker.
I mean, for me, it's not. I mean, like.
What?
I'm. That's so you make tea.
I do. Unlike Jeff Grubb, if you've seen my Twitter account, you will see how he
Don't
tried
look
to
at
make
that.
a
That
cup of
man.
tea earlier today.
Absolutely disgusting.
PlayStation. enforced at this show. We started with Lego Horizon and then ended with, was it
Not
Phantom Blade Zero?
A Lego game not from
TT. Who was it?
It was like Gobbo Studio. Gobbo. Yeah, Gobbo Studio, something like that. Anyway, I'm sure there has been games Lego games not made by TT, but it's very rare and it's still surprising.
Well, a lot of the old TT team is now working on Funko Fusion. At 10 games. Good lord.
It's a mess. I don't know. I'm sure some people will be excited about Horizon Lego.
I looked. The thing is
cute,
that like
yeah.
I've gone on record. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the Horizon games in
I
general.
haven't even played them.
But that looked fun. Like the thing that I don't care for in Horizon is how serious and how it takes itself. And with that one, like the character and like the hot dog man, just like.
Yeah, what was that about? How did we get there?
I liked that.
How did we get hot dog man in Horizon?
Fun, and Aloy was just like really, I don't know, chill, and just I don't know. It feels.
It also like makes sense. It's like the whole mechanic for those games is like you're supposed to be chipping away at the dinosaur robots armor and pieces, and it's like Lego pieces fall apart. And it's like okay.
Yeah, it's good. This is kind of carrying off of Sony's State of Play, where they had like Astrobot as a big old thing.
Game of the year, baby.
But it's like genuine, and it's genuinely good to see Sony take a crack at making in all ages, all sort of like encompassing sort of point to the games. And like if Lego is like the way you take to like bring Horizon into that audience, let's just hope that Nintendo doesn't make a Lego Zelda game and release it a week before or after.
Please, Nintendo. Nintendo has the opportunity to do the funniest thing.
And then Elden Ring, and then FromSoft puts out a Lego Elden Ring.
The thing is that the Lego Zelda set is coming.
Oh yeah, is it coming out the same day?
No, I don't know. Like
they're probably going to take the equal amount of time, one to finish and one to both to finish, both to put them together.
I just remember the game that I am probably most excited about, and
wait, hang on.
you all know.
I'm looking through.
You will also agree. You've already gone past it.
I've already gone past it?
Yeah. Come on.
Dragon Ball?
No, come on.
Oh, Metaphor.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Metaphor,
At this point,
ReFantazio.
I'm just like, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that obviously like huge Persona, SMT, Atlas fan. They've been working on this game for so long.
For context, we went to Atlas in 2019.
Yes.
And I think that they'd already announced
it
that
then,
they'd been working on it at that
Yeah, we had a lengthy amount of time with Sojima-san to do some content around Persona, and at that point you could see like his mind was in a different space.
Because they were doing Royal and they were
done,
like releasing it or something, or they had announced the character and they were like, okay.
Yeah, and that team, it's exciting because that team has been making better and better Persona games. They've been making better and better SMT games. The last few games have been a real like solidifying the personality or the unique look and ideas of that team in a way that the style of P5 has kind of really like galvanized who they are. And now you can see that being applied to Metaphor, a different kind of thematic and genre than the traditional Persona stuff, but still has a lot of the touch points, the social systems. But it just looks so cool, so interesting, and like so visually kind of like plentiful.
And that's what 300 hours.
It'll be 300 hours. There'll be characters that you fall in love with. There'll be music that you just cannot stop listening to.
Well, the thing is, and so in Persona, it's like all of it, it's like the Hierophant and whatever.
Yeah,
they're all like tarot cards.
Yeah,
right?
tarot cards.
This one, they keep calling them archetypes. I'm like, are we going Carl Jung?
Yeah, maybe.
Are we going psychology?
That's probably right. I think they had like the ninja and that kind of stuff. I think
Freudian
you
slip
are
is a
correct.
move.
Yeah. It's like Splash from Magikarp, where Freudian slip, you actually just fall
Freudian
over,
slip,
and then like this picture of your parents appears, and it's like,
again, you heard it here first. We are coming in on time, but I want to say, I thought this was a very balanced, cool show.
Yeah,
I think you nailed it.
I'm glad that Geoff seemed to have taken a bit of a step or a back seat in certain parts, and like allow other people to really shine and be able to talk and host alongside him. And equally, I got 3 games that I saw. 3 things that I was really I can't
Only
wait.
3, dude.
There's 58 games here.
And that does. And do I have to like every single one of them?
Yes.
Every single movie that comes out, I have to go and read every single book.
Don't know how consumption capitalism works.
I got naps.
Consume everything.
I have window staring time. I need those.
I have to doom scroll.
I have to. No, I know.
3 games is pretty good though. That's a high.
For me,
yeah.
For me, it's like
you have very specific
I was asked like last week, like, hey, what was the thing you're looking forward to stay to play? And I was like, none. But that's not a negative thing. It just simply means that like not everything has to be.
One final interesting point, which doesn't surprise me and won't surprise any of you, but not much Xbox representation at all there. Obviously,
got their showcase.
Since they have their showcase, but it's just because like PlayStation was there to a degree.
This is true.
Yeah, so not much Xbox
Yeah.
there, which is exciting because
Yeah.
it means that they are holding, and they aren't. They feel like they're in a position where they don't need to tease stuff to kind of lead into it. They're just hopefully that means like we got bangers. We don't need to tease it or play a card and now and then just let it speak for itself.
Yeah. So
good.
For me, Slitterhead.
Slitterhead. You're one day you're gonna be titling a video and you'll get it wrong. And someone will be
I need
like,
to
"Why?"
check. I already.
You're gonna get a
have it
cease and
done,
desist
to be
from
honest.
Bokeh Games.
Project C. Didn't
Yeah.
even need to see Sam Barlow's name on it for me to be like,
yeah.
let me
Giz it.
Get in that, and then Brandon Cronenberg like, this is my body horror.
That is the noise.
That is a body horror.
That's 2 body horror things, Slitherhead and Project C. And then, of course, the thing I'll have to wait for a little treat, Alan Wake, Night Springs DLC.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to shout out about it?
About everything. I mean, great showcase. I think the only thing we didn't really talk about was Ken.
Yeah.
The survival climbing
Oh, yeah,
game.
yeah, the shaky arm, like, and like,
I loved how much she just
screaming at him out.
Yeah.
Like,
That's me like walking to work every day. I'm just like,
yeah. Especially in San Francisco, you walk up a hill and you're just like, yeah, that's it. And your limbs are shaking on your way.
That game was cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. There was a lot in the time in which we have, which is we're coming in on it. But before we go, one, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Of all the things you could be watching, all the time you could be doing, you're spending it with us.
All right, Jay-Z, get on there.
Is that what? But I want to make sure we have tons of stuff coming up this weekend. We have GS, what are we calling it? GS Live?
GS Live.
GS Live.
Yeah.
We're going to be here in my grandmother's Italian basement, hanging out with developers, talking about all sorts of cool things that we saw today.
Yeah, you'll see more of that. You'll hear from the people behind it.
Yes. And it's going to be the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Over
And then
the weekend?
and then we also have the Giant Bomb night stuff happening.
Giant Bomb, baby.
Happening in 30 minutes, kicking off.
Yeah, so stick around. If you're here, stick around. We've got a bunch of people coming onto the couch. We've spent weeks and weeks and weeks putting together an all-star cast to chat about games and stuff. So Jeff Grubb hosting again. We'll be there.
He's already losing his voice. It's day 0.
Yeah,
My man pulled out a leaf blower at some point.
He's steeping tea.
have to take that
He's
leaf
steeping a tea bag in a mug without taking the tea bag out of
the packet.
Yeah, it was
Just
offensive.
He's doing great. He's gonna nail tonight.
Hyper-American things are happening.
What are you trying to say?
You know.
I'm a body horror man. I am the entity of body horror. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm Curtin Davina. This is Lucy James.
Hi.
We can see if there we go. Timur Hussein. Yeah. Do those little Tam Party tricks. Stick around for this weekend because we're gonna have Tam Party tricks. There we go. Be careful because that means the pop quiz is coming. All right.
Bye.
Bye.